Were you expecting to look around and see a flag?
Yeah, I turned around at that moment. I was just like, oh, no flag. The Nickell Robey-Coleman rule, the NRC rule.
Rule 15, Section 3,
Article 10.
There you go.
I might get it tatted on me.
Before Nickell Robey-Coleman's infamous connection to an NFL rule change, he grew up with no spotlight in frostproof Florida, in the center of the Sunshine State.
Small house, enough to have 2 kids, like my mom had. Me and my sister, we shared a room all the way up until I was like 18 years old.
So when I say Maxine Robey, your mom, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
The love of my life. The person that taught me about life before I even knew what I was even getting myself into. She knew I was pretty good in sports, and I was an all-around athlete, but she always harped on me about going to school, get your education, be more than a statistic.
He was on his way to fulfilling his mother's dream, committing to play college football at USC in February of 2010. Then, just weeks later,
I normally check on her all the time before I go to school, and she was on the ground. You know, she was having a heart attack. Called 911, made the call, boom, I started doing CPR on her. She came back like twice. Like, she came back, like her eyes started rolling back her head, so she came back. She was blinking, but she wasn't saying anything. I just started breaking down, you know what I'm saying? Cause like, you know, that's my mom, and like, I was just...
Maxine Coleman died at age 44.
Couldn't believe it was really happening to me.
Her death left a void in her son's life.
Mama, right here, baby.
Football filled it. He left USC early and signed with the Bills as an undrafted free agent in 2013, where he didn't miss a game in 4 seasons in Buffalo.
That's him always feeling like he was against the odds. The chip on his shoulder is something that he embraces.
After a head coaching change, he was released by the Bills in 2017. He signed with the Rams and had his best pro season, playing on the first playoff team in his NFL career.
He's one of those energy guys. So when you see him, if you're down a little bit, you'll get cranked up a little bit, man, just on how he preparing himself.
He made plays at corner and he made plays at nickel that made us step back as a staff and say, hey, Robey's one of the best 11 players on defense. What is it that we need to do to adjust as leaders to get him on the field?
The 9-1 Rams were preparing for a Monday night matchup last November. Then he received the news. There were complications from the premature birth of his son, Nickell Robey-Coleman Jr.
They operated and his lungs wasn't pumping. It got worse after the surgery. That's when I kind of had the feeling that it's probably over. Like, and that was like the hurting part because I had to wait to see, you know, had to wait till all the life sucked up out of him before they could say he's officially gone. I was empty again.
A lot of times we forget about what the players have to deal with on a personal side. And during that process, I just remember him staying in contact with me, telling me how he felt, and saying, hey, coach, no matter how this goes, keep me in the game plan because I really need ball.
4 days after the death of his son, Robey-Coleman was back in uniform to play that Monday night game against the Chiefs. Everyone sees you guys on Sundays, and they have no idea what you all are also dealing with in life.
That's the only thing that kept me through. Football is the only thing that kept me through. Anytime that something didn't go well, I would lean on football, no matter what it was. I'll be lying if I say football didn't save me.
We joke, we say, Robey, you changed it. Your play changed some ruling for the whole league.
And they also celebrated one of his greatest milestones.
You talk about supporting each other, being happy for guys, achieving big-time things in life. Look for Robey-Coleman.
After the Rams' Super Bowl run, he fulfilled his late mother's wish and earned his degree at USC.
Promised my mom I was gonna get my degree. I thought the Super Bowl was the best thing of 2019, but going to class, finishing up, getting my real estate development degree, it was the best.
Nickell Robey-Coleman.
It's crazy going from one extreme to another, like as far as from like good fortune, bad fortune type. Good times don't last always, and bad times don't either. The storm can't last forever, and that's what I learned going through bad things.
Hi everyone, thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports, more analysis, download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+. We'll see you there.